I'm Kristi Eramo and I compete in CrossFit. I have been doing CrossFit for a little over 4 years. I have been to the games twice. This year I took 13th as an individual female. I train typically 2 to 3 times a day in order to feel equipped and ready for the CrossFit Games. The biggest thing in CrossFit for injury-wise would be just making sure you're taking care of your mobility and making sure you're taking care of your mobility, flexibility, because when you lift weights, you tend to get a little bit tighter. So for recovery purposes, I try to focus on making sure I'm eating really well and getting lots of recovery from the nutrients I put into my body, drinking tons of water. I use the Sidekick tool to flush out, so when I get lots of lactic acid buildup or I feel like I'm losing that range of motion, I use that Sidekick tool just to kind of free up some of that motion. I use it at least every other night during really intensive training, so leading up to regionals. I had seen a couple care providers just trying to keep me healthy and they suggested I use it every single day. It's kind of fun when you use it and then you instantly can feel like you can do a test before you start to use it, and then all of a sudden after you use it you can do that same test and your range of motion increases. So that's a good feeling. So when I use my Sidekick tool, I actually keep it right next to my bed right now. There's a muscle warming balm that I like the most, so I will kind of put that all over the area, and then from there I just gently start with longer strokes. So I'll just always flush up, and then as I feel like the area starts to warm up, then I'll kind of go a little bit deeper, kind of going back and forth, and just till I start to feel like I'm getting that release of that blood in that tissue. Definitely forearms, that's where I use it the most. And then also I use it in the palm of my hand because your nerves kind of come down in there, and so when you're doing a lot of grip work, your nerves can kind of get entrapped in that tissue. So I kind of break that tissue up. And then also my ankles and my Achilles. I have very tight calves and limited ankle range of motion. So with all the squatting we do in CrossFit, the pistols, ankle range of motion is huge. So I use it just right on the outsides of my ankles and then through my calves.